This is one of the early designs of the hover ship vehicle, which can be found in both the single and multiplayer parts of Ratchet Clank 3. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely a design of all time. I'm definitely glad they condensed the hover ship and made it more pleasing to the eye. So, yeah, when it comes to the bite-sized chunks, they're there for those that want to enjoy the streams in like a smaller bite-sized format. Oh, hello. What are you, my good sir? These enemies were originally for Planet Dex. They were cut because their behavior was too complex for an enemy that only appears once in the game. So, in terms of their complexity, they're supposed to go around and throw boxes at you, but yeah, they are only there for one location. This Swarmer was also going to appear with the ape enemies on Dax. They were cut in favor of the Fireflies because the Fireflies were much less bug prone. That's pretty funny. YouTube would know that I'm uploading my live stream to YouTube. That's true. You have seen someone rage. It was so funny. I wouldn't be surprised in that regard. What's this thing? This was an early design for the Sand Shark enemy from the original Ratchet & Clank game. It ended up not being the look we were looking for, however. And also you may notice the L is being cut off slightly. I think this is due to a texture issue on the PlayStation 3 version of the game. I'm not sure, but either way, still something worth mentioning. Now then, let's see what else we got around here. I mean, we could go for a swim, but there's really not much of a point in doing that. I think you would just fall to, like, your untimely doom if you do that. What's over here? Pirate Ninja set? What the heck? Yeah, Pirate versus Ninja set. I really wish there was more info when it came to that particular section of the Insomniac Museum. Like maybe a voice line that says, "This is what happened. Oh, your birthday's in 5 days. You'll be 28? Well, happy early birthday, Super Colex." I hope you have a very happy birthday. Do you have any plans for your birthday this year? Like, are you planning on going anywhere special? Are you hoping to treat yourself with a really nice gift? What do you plan on doing? Well, this is interesting. It's just a different part of the Insomniac Museum. You want to treat yourself with a delicious cake. That's cool. What kind of cake are you looking to get? As for me, my favorite kind of cake is ice cream cake. Especially like Reese's peanut butter. You know, the ones that you could get from like Friendlies and stuff like that? If that's even a thing from where you are currently living. You like white cake with buttercream frosting. That also sounds really good. Oh, that's so cute. I think these are all of the developers' puppies and all the dogs that they had around this game's development. Let's see. I don't know what that says. I can't really read it. Hammett says when a friend is down, raise them up. Or Hank. I don't know. Hank says, run free and let none sway you from your path. Aww. That's so cute. Ratchet and Hank. I love these little posters. That's too funny. And Hank says, I'm proud of you, so stand tall like me. That's adorable. Hank, the fearless wiener dog, was chosen by his owner Carl Grande as de facto mascot for Insomniac Games. There are pictures made by Carl to push Hank's celebrity status. God, I cannot speak today. Well, I can definitely see why. Hank is adorable. He is the king of the hill, and he's a little wiener. He is the wiener. You gotta love it, am I right? Or am I right? Let's see, what else do we have over here? This is the original mask Captain Quark wore when Ratchet first finds him on Florana. It was found to be too silly and was replaced with one a little more somber. Yeah, I can definitely see why they replaced it, because if you look at it the wrong way... Damn it, Bobby! Why did you turn me into a dog? Too funny. What do we got here? This robotic canine was originally intended as a weapon in Ratchet Clank 2. The so-called Hound of Doom was supposed to seek enemies, attack, and then hang onto them until they shook them off or were defeated. I suppose the reason why they were cut was because the final weapons, Agents of Doom in that game, they were way better. Plus, how can one of these dogs fly anyway? Maybe they got repurposed. Oh! You want me to make me an Englishman? Okay, sounds fun to me. Let's see, 147, 58, 950. Okay, so maybe around 152 we'll go ahead and call it a day. Well, when it comes to that particular accent. Okay, what in the bloody Nancy is that dog doing? It's like it's being lifted up into the sky by some invisible hand. What the heck is up with that? You gotta love these random animations. Am I right? Or am I right? And I don't think that particular pooch right here has any collision. Nor does it have any animations, unlike the untextured one. I suppose that's kind of interesting. And again, when it comes to the AM multi-stream sort of thing, I think I'm going to be sticking with this from now on as opposed to using stream elements. In fact, when it comes to stream elements, I'm probably just going to flat out uninstall the thing. Just because the thing just doesn't bloody work as well as it should have. I mean, it served its purpose, it worked okay, but Ada multi-stream is just so much better. And I should have used that from the very start, but unfortunately, its head is facing through the floor. Ain't that the truth? But anyway, back to what I was saying though. When it came to, bombs and waste set. What in... What? Okay. Nice, it's a parody of the original Bomberman. Only thing missing here are the blocks to blow up the frickin' walls. That's pretty neat. I also noticed as well that, shoot. Can we go for a swim? Nah, we just fall and perish. Makes sense to me. Jeez. I really do wonder what the Bombs Away set was even meant for. Maybe it was supposed to be like some sort of extra multiplayer game mode. It probably was, but it was cut down development for various reasons. Maybe they didn't want to get sued to freaking heck and back by Konami. Because, well, Konami they're not exactly the kindest of folks when it comes to their intellectual properties and copyright. I mean, really, come on now. What's this? Backed by popular demand, you can edit your own special effects. Just enter the debug window and change the values to see what you can come up with. Neat. Let's see, is this it? Activate device. Ah, here we go. So we can adjust the height and make it go up and down and change the velocity of the thing. That's cool. That's cool. And we can change the lifespan of this thing from 30 all the way down to just nil. I don't even know what this is supposed to be all about, but you can also change the color of the particle effect here, so you can make it pure...
Why are we still here?
Oh.
Just to suffer.
I don't suppose that wouldn't be 100% wrong. Not even so. I do see where you're coming from. You gotta love these extra particle effects, am I right? Oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure this thing can't hurt you. I mean, I've already walked into it, so who's to say? You can also change the rotation speed as well. I don't know if this place is supposed to have different music or not. But because I entered the Quark Vid comic, well, the Quark Vid comic theme is still playing. Is there much time left in this session? That's actually a very good question. I haven't really fully explored the Insomniac Museum yet. Let's see, texture 2, what's this? Ah, okay. I think that ought to be good when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can mess around with the different values and particle effects here, maybe. Yeah, it looks like you can change things around, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, as you can see, we are at 152 now, so... It's already been 5 minutes. Kind of crazy if you think about it. Yeah, say, it is pretty fun just messing around with all the different particle effects that are happening here all at once. I don't think there's really a whole lot that can be done in terms of messing with this thing. Again, it's just a little extra fun activity that you can do just for the sake of having fun. That's why I love things like this. You have a full interactive playground and you can learn more and more about the different parts of the game's development. It really is very interesting to see and read up on and learn. Also, I'm not 100% certain. When it comes to the retro achievements, there might be some achievements tied to completing the developers' hacker challenges, like the big hard ones, you know what I mean? I think that's how it works. There might be something to that extent. Who knows? I haven't really looked at the achievement set list for Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal for retro achievements. What's this thing? Donated by John Lally. All hail Mr. Fister. I don't even know what the heck this thing's supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be another enemy that didn't make it into the final game. Would have loved to learn a little bit more about it, but here we are. What's this? Check out www.insomniacgames.com to learn more about the Ratchet Clank universe and to find folks who developed it. If you join our online community, you'll be able to unlock additional multiplayer skins. That's cool. I wonder if that still works. Probably not because of the multiplayer servers being shut down, but who knows? I wonder, can I get on this desk? It doesn't seem like I can. Yeah, doesn't look like I can get up onto this desk over here at the office. Oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. And it doesn't look like there's much else in terms of viewing that much, viewing more content and things like that. And again, you can go onto the walls onto the walls around here, around the office. But there's not really much of a point in doing so, really. And also, I believe at this point now, when it comes to the different cheats, there is still one unknown cheat. And the unlock method, I think, is considered unknown. If I have to be a betting man, I do know there is one rather unique sort of cheat code that you can enter to make it so you can change Ratchet's wrench into like a double-sided lightsaber or something like that. And I'm not really sure what the button combination is. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much else when it comes to the Insomniac Museum in terms of exploration. I think we've seen basically everything that the place has to offer, so that's pretty cool. Oh wait, there's still this place right over here I haven't really looked at yet. Tank room, huh? Oh. I think the tank was like a cut vehicle for this game. And I could definitely see why. This thing is not really all that remarkable, and it's kind of difficult to control. Because, for whatever reason, the tank's turret controls are inverted. So left turns the thing to the right, and if you push the analog stick to the right, it rotates the turret to the left. And if you push the analog stick to the left, it rotates to the right. There might be a way to invert those controls back to its normal control scheme. Not too sure. In fact, now that I'm really thinking about it, I think this tank was originally meant for the game's multiplayer. So as a result of that, as a result of the tank being cut, it's left here for historical purposes, if you know what I mean. Much like what the Insomniac team said earlier. I don't even know how much damage this thing can deal to other vehicles. And here I thought I would be able to at least shoot at another tank just for fun, even if it wouldn't do much of anything whatsoever. And you may have also noticed as well, there's not a whole lot of sound effects going on here. Why? I don't know. Now then, I don't think the Insomniac Museum will appear on your map at all. But, even so, just saying. Now then, before we continue, I definitely want to see if there are any cheat codes I can enter here. Up your arsenal. Back home, let's go to guides. Let's see. Secrets guide, huh? Didn't need to do that. Okay, let's see here. Any other things I need to look into? I think this is more so for all the regular trophies and stuff. Also all the skill points. Let's see. Let me try the cheat section instead. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's the one for the laser sword I was talking about, so just need to push. Circle, square, up, down, left, left. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Circle, square, up, down, left. There we go. Now we got ourselves a dual-wielding freaking lightsaber. That's pretty sweet. Sorry, I had to do it. And also, I'm pretty sure this is purely a cosmetic swap of the Omni Wrench. It doesn't actually affect anything whatsoever. It doesn't increase the damage. It doesn't, as you've probably seen, it did send the enemy flying, but it didn't really do much of anything else. It's just there for the laughs, and also just for style. And that's really all there is to this thing. Also, I don't know if this thing stays with you every time you load a game and save it and whatnot. I could be wrong, but I think you have to enter the cheat every time. Who knows? Also, there are apparently some codes that are only available to the Japanese version of the game. At least on the PlayStation 2, that's the case. So, let's see. Apparently, there's a demo for Sly 2, but I don't think that applies to the PlayStation 3 re-release. Desk. Main online menu. Okay, that's for multiplayer. Let's see, anything else I need to worry about in terms of sheets? What's kind of funny is that the sheets menu here on FAQ, game FAQs, also lists all the different skill points that you get for the game. That's cool. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. But, oh well, here's what it is. Let's see. Oh, and I just realized this now, but when it comes to like the alternate colors of the ship that you can put on your vehicle here, they're also tied to how many skill points you have obtained throughout the course of the game. So, okay, so that double-sided lightsaber is actually the last cheat code that you can choose to enable or disable at will. That's cool. So apparently it's a demo code. Again, purely cosmetic. It's there for, like, extra bolts, or really just for style. That's really all there is to it. I could have swore there was another cheat that you can access by entering a certain button combination and it grants you infinite ammo. Then again, maybe that's like a practice ROM thing. I don't know. Let's see, anything else? Discount on weapons. Well, looking at the cheat menu here, apparently you can replay hacking minigames that you previously completed just by standing at the hacker puzzle and holding R1 and then push triangle. That's pretty neat. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anything else in terms of extra cheats or anything like that. Well, at least now we know that there's really not much else in terms of beating the game. And I think there's one last thing that we have to do here. Well, actually, two more things. First, I don't think we need to look at the cinematics here. Actually, yes, we do. Cinematics menu and sketchbook. We haven't really gone through the sketchbook yet. I mean, I've shown off the first page, but we haven't really seen much in terms of the sketchbook at all. I figure we might as well go ahead and show this off. I don't think there's much else left in terms of playing through the game and finishing it completely. And after we finish viewing the scrapbook or the sketchbook here, I think what I will do is one last celebratory send-off. We're going to fight Dr. Nefarious again. and we're going to blast him sky high and rip him 3 new ones. So in other words, we're going to wreck his freaking face in with the Rhino. Why? Because why not? Also, the sketchbook, as you can tell, has different pieces of concept art of all the different characters, environments, and things like that before everything became finalized. What drawing animation program do I use? As of right now, when it comes to animating and just making animations in general, that would be Procreate. And I'm talking about the regular Procreate, not Procreate Dreams. Sure, Procreate Dreams is made for animations, but I'm not making anything too complex in terms of animations right now. Right now, when it comes to me and my needs, I mainly use it to make animated emotes and things like that. But I also use Procreate as a means of is it free? No, Procreate sadly is not free, but it is cheap and it's a one-time purchase. Same also holds true for Procreate Dreams. Last time I checked, the normal Procreate is about 12 or 13 bucks, depending on where you live, plus tax, depending on where you live as well. And when it comes to Procreate Dreams, I think that's like closer to $20. But I believe both those apps are only for the iPad. And I think Procreate does have like a phone version. And in terms of how much that is, I'm not sure. I think it's like $5, but that's made more so for iPhones, not so much the iPad itself. Let's see. I don't think we need to worry too much about movies. These movies here, I believe, are all the ones that we've seen previously. So if we want if we want to view any of the cutscenes again, we can do so from here. We can also view the credits again as well if we so want to, if we so desire. You've always been interested in doing your own animations. I would say give it a whirl. Normal Procreate, it does take quite a bit of tinkering and figuring things out if you want to be able to, if you want to make your own animations. And really, when it comes to normal Procreate, it's best suited for creating frame-by-frame animations. So frame 1, you can go here, frame 2, you go here, then frame 3, you can go over here, frame 4, you go up here, then up here at frame 5, then frame 6, frame 7, frame 8, etc., etc. So really, normal Procreate is made for like frame-by-frame animations. And depending on the iPad you have, that'll be how many frames you can make at maximum. And if you're wondering what the maximum amount of... oh, wow, okay, the missiles are actually coming at me now. Now they're actually working properly. Who knew? Damn, son, that's a lot of damage. That hurt. So yeah, as you can see, the Rhino isn't dealing a whole lot of damage to Dr. Nefarious, unfortunately. Even at its max power, it's like doing next to no damage whatsoever. Which is really, really annoying. Because if you have it at like level 4 or below, it can really wreck his face in. But again, for whatever reason, this thing is just not good against bosses, including Dr. Nefarious. He would have been long since dead if this thing was actually good. And what I mean by that is if it was good against bosses. It's just unfortunate that this weapon just is not good against bosses at all. Also, gotta love that extra reserve energy. I'll happily take that. Get out of my way, please. Out of my way! I really don't like the fact that I lost so much freaking health here. Excuse me? Why is the Rhino not going off? Maybe there's too many particle effects. Wait, I think I know what it is. It's because I fired a shot just as the cutscene was starting. So as a result of that, some particle effects of the Rhino are missing. So the screen no longer flashes, which I find to be rather peculiar. By the way, I'm pretty sure if you want to deal a good amount of damage to Dr. Nefarious with the Rhino at level 5, I think you have to shove this thing straight up this guy's arsenal.
Now let the age of robots begin!
Okay, this is clearly not going to work. Yes, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. The squishies. Yeah. We'll shove the frickin' Rhino up his frickin' squishy behind. If only, man, if only. If only it worked that way. But alas, it is what it is. I was kind of hoping to have been able to finish that guy off with how the hell did I not die? Well, it is what it is. Is it really a big deal? No, not at all. I know for speedrunners, dying at this point with the hover ship would be kind of bad. But then again, I don't think speedrunners even use the hover ship. It's way too slow of taking him down. But it does provide protection for if you do happen to get shot, which is very easy to do. And there we go. We're done. Get wrecked.
Oh, the humiliation!
Congratulations! You won! Alright. I think we're good in terms of this playthrough. We're basically all but done here. Might as well let the credits play one last time, and I'll go ahead and share my final thoughts on the game. Kind of crazy to think that this section did not take very long to finish. But, hey, it is what it is. So, like I mentioned several times throughout the course of this entire playthrough, thank you, Metoid, and welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. As you can see, we are, we're getting ready to call it a day. I'm just gonna let the credits play out, and we'll play the final cutscene one more time. And once that's done, then we'll time warp back to before we fought and defeated Dr. Nefarious again. Just to say, we ended things on more of a poetic note. Yeah. We got things done a lot more quickly than I originally thought, which that's good for me because, well, I don't have to worry about uploading too many more chunks of this session. In fact, I'm only going to need maybe about 2 or 3 videos from everything here. I'm not 100% certain, but I'll find out once I begin editing. I wish I was on longer, but it is what it is. Too true. I mean, a lot of my streams as of late have been going on for roughly 4 to 5 hours. But this session in particular right here, since we were so close to the very end of the game, this one is definitely shorter than the others. But, hey, what can you do? I severely overestimated how much I had left to complete. If I knew, if I had the hindsight of seeing how much I had left in terms of weapon grinding, then I probably would have gone on for roughly 6 to 6.5 hours. And I definitely would have finished it in the last session. But hey, hey, what can you do? What can you do? But hey, that's okay with me. Shorter sessions are perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine with me. Oh, and by the way, if you weren't here for the previous session, and you might not know, oh, I never seen the Annihilation Nation arena looking like this before. Neato. I think this was a thing during the original credit roll as well, and I just didn't notice because I was freaking John for 200 years. But anyway, back to what I was saying though. If you're wondering what my next stream playthrough is going to be after this is all said and done, once we wrap it up with a pretty red bow, the next stream playthrough is going to be a second playthrough of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. And I'll be playing the newer re-release of the game on the PlayStation 5 as opposed to playing through the HD collection again. The reason why is because the PS4 and PS5 versions of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves has their own unique trophy list. And I figured might as well try going for the platinum of that game as well. I did it before when I did the playthrough on the PlayStation 3 like many years ago. And besides, I figure we might as well keep things as consistent as possible when it comes to, okay, I don't even know what I was saying there in that regard, but oh well. But yeah, the main reason why I want to do the most recent re-release of Sly 3 as opposed to the HD collection is, again, just for the new trophy list, or the new set of trophies to go for. And also, I did play through the more recent re-release of Sly 2 Band of Thieves not that long ago during my own downtime, and I managed to get the platinum of that game as well. And that was a bit of a journey within itself. And from what I've noticed of the more recent re-releases of all three of the Sly games, as crazy as it sounds, the trophies are harder to get on the PS4 and PS5 re-releases as opposed to the HD versions of Sly 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, I'm up for a fair challenge, and I'm pretty dang certain that I should be able to get all the trophies for the, you know, the new re-release of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Plus, another big benefit of Sly 3 of this more recent re-release is that it is based on the original PlayStation 2 release. It is an emulated version of the PlayStation 2 version. So, what's really cool about the more recent re-releases is that it has its own dedicated emulator built into the game itself, I think. I think that's how it works. But regardless, it is an emulated re-release, much like the Jak and Daxter games on the PlayStation 4. But these ones are actually better on PlayStation 5 just because of the fact that, well, they're more so built for the console. And if you're playing the more recent re-releases of those games on PlayStation 5, then you'll get access to a rewind feature, which is non-existent on the PlayStation 4 version. Why? I think it's due to hardware limitations. But even so. What's really nice about the more recent re-releases of the Sly trilogy is that you can buy each game a la carte. In other words, each game costs $10. Or if you're subscribed to like PlayStation Plus Premium, you can download and play the games for yourself. Then again, maybe you have to stream the games. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm definitely glad that you can buy those older games a la carte. Not like the PlayStation 3 games on the PlayStation 5, where your only option is to stream the game via PlayStation Plus. Jim Ward passed away in 2025, so may he rest in peace. Very true, my friend. Very true. First have to pay respects for the man. But the man of Q and the man of legend.
We can't teleport to a planet.
I'm afraid we're well out of range, sir. Perhaps if you had bothered to specify a destination.
When will we be in range?
Oh, I'm sure something will come along in, say, 5 or 10,000 years.
Ah! I don't believe this! Now what?
I don't suppose you can play drums.
I never get tired of Dr. Nefarious' screams. But yeah, like I said, you could start another challenge mode run if you want, or you can push square to time warp to before you defeated Dr. Nefarious, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you want to play through challenge mode and you happen to time warp, you will have to fight Dr. Nefarious again. Then and only then will you be able to access challenge mode once more. But again, we're not going to worry about that because you only really need to play through challenge mode once. After that, then you don't really need to worry about playing anything else again. So, yeah, this has been one hell of a playthrough, I'll tell you that much. But I had a great time playing through this game again, and I hope you all enjoyed the journey. I hope you all enjoyed the ride with me. So with that, folks, I bid you all adieu for today. This is General Snivy with Ratchet Clank, up your arsenal. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be heading back into the world of Sly Cooper and playing through Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. And the next time you see me take on the Ratchet & Clank universe, we'll be playing the next game in the Ratchet & Clank quadrilogy. I think that's the right word, but the next game in the series will be Ratchet Deadlocked, aka Ratchet Gladiators for those who live outside the United States. As far as when I'll be playing through that, well, time will tell in that regard. Maybe sooner, maybe later, who knows? Only one way to find out. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time. And before we call it a day for the purple platform, let's see if we can raid someone. So by following is see if anyone is online. Looks like 3 people actually. How about we raid Welsh Whale? They're currently playing through The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure if they're speedrunning it. It doesn't look like it. Anywho, let's go ahead and start the raid and call it a day. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for more fun games. So long for now.